So in crude oil, what is happening is crude is just ranging. So crude is the auction is just going sideways in a bigger range. So if you see this range, this is a 400 or a 500 point range, and it is just going sideways. There was this top which formed at 4600, and this is where the area of support is, that is 3500 from the daily chart perspective. Now if I go to the volume and look at the volume, what I'm seeing is this is an HVN, this is an HVN. Okay, so here we saw a lot of buyers stepping in, plus there was the signal from VAC. So 3700 was a strong area of support, and this is where there is resistance. So 4200 is a strong area of resistance. From a daily chart, this reached that level. So what you can do is you can short here if you are a short-term trader, not an intraday trader, but this is from a position perspective. You can short here, keeping the target of maybe 50 points, and the first target can be this HVN or this area of support. That's what happened. It tried to go above 3200, and it just came back to 3915. So that was a good trade. So I generally don't trade crude oil from positional perspective. I trade mainly from intraday perspective. So what happened on the overnight session and the US session is earlier day, so it was a quite balanced profile. Also the overnight session, so this is the overnight session, it was again a balanced profile, and I was monitoring this POC or P prominent point of control level. What has happened, the auction is it went above this high and it saw rejection. So if you see this sort of setup developing, your first trade is to go short with the target of PPOC, that is this level, and you just have to wait whether the auction is developing lower or auction is developing sideways or at this level, because the scenarios can be, first scenario is it will go down, second scenario is it will be sideways, and then it will go up. So that's what happened in this session. The auction was just going sideways, so it just went up, then again came to this POC PPOC level, and then again it went high. It went high. So what happened in the overnight session is, this is what happened in the overnight session. So for trading in the US session, I will be monitoring this levels. So the overnight high and the overnight low. So what happened is, again there was this PPOC formed. So this reference is also what we need to monitor. So auction went below this and there was a sort of rejection. So the first trade location is go long with the target of overnight high, and that's what happened. It just went. Once it reached high, again there was a lack of continuation, and the auction came down to the PPOC level. Then you need to monitor what's happening at the low. But this was a very good trade, and always keep in mind to have one trade. Just focus on trading one, because one trade is going to make you or break you. Generally what happens with me is, if I have a good trade, I just move out. I don't trade anymore. I just observe the market and I share my analysis on my channel, or on my Telegram channel, and also on my website, tradeeducation.com. Okay, so even I would advise you just focus on taking one trade, because if you understand the context right, one trade is pretty much enough for you. You don't have to worry, or you don't overtrade, because in overtrading you'll be making a broker happy, making them more money, and you will also lose. So there are higher odds that you will lose your confidence. Thank you for your time. Yeah.